pulled off her pants, leaving only her underwear and shoes. A cold wind blew, making her shiver violently, but without hesitation, she walked straight into the icy lake water. After only a few steps, she realized the lake floor dropped off sharply. Terrified, Anna rushed back to the shore. She then found several pieces of wood, picked the most suitable one, and pushed it into the lake. Anna stepped back into the cold water, and using the wood for buoyancy, she stayed afloat. Holding onto the log, she swam toward the center of the lake. When she reached the approximate spot, Anna took a deep breath and dove underwater. She swam toward the crashed plane sunk at the bottom. She hoped to grab supplies and a satellite phone from the cabin, but Anna couldn't find the satellite phone, and her oxygen was running out, forcing her to stop searching. She could only grab 2 backpacks in front of her and quickly swim back up to the surface. She emerged from the water soon after. Having been in the lake for so long, her limbs were nearly numb. To avoid danger, Anna swam quickly toward the shore. Suddenly, she heard a beast roaring from the bank. Anna stared and froze in shock. A brown bear was wandering along the shore, and it had found Anna's last bit of food. Helplessly, she watched as the bear devoured it in 2 bites and left its droppings there. Anna could only watch the bear leave in frustration. She then returned to shore and looked through the backpacks she'd retrieved from the plane. Inside the first one were only electronics, chargers, a sewing kit, glasses, and other non-essential items. She then opened the second backpack. It was filled with neatly wrapped $100 bills, but to Anna right now, the money was nothing but useless paper. She desperately needed drinkable water and food. Though there was water in the lake, it was extremely murky, mixed with animal waste, and full of bacteria. It could only be safely drunk after boiling. But starting a fire was a problem for Anna. Suddenly, the pack of money on the ground caught her eye. She piled the cash on the ground and used the glasses to focus sunlight. Smoke soon rose from the bills. Anna leaned down quickly and blew on the spark to fan it. She then placed small pieces of kindling on the burning money. Before long, the wood caught fire, and flames rose steadily. Anna was overjoyed, jumping up and down in place. Afterward, she found a piece of plane wreckage, hammered it into a pot shape with a stone, poured lake water into it, and waited for it to boil. 10 minutes later, the water was fully boiling. Anna was thrilled and reached for it immediately, only to burn her hand on the scorched metal. She built a second fire and put out the first one. Once the metal cooled down, Anna poured the boiled water into a bottle and drank it greedily. The water was a lifesaver for her after 3 days without drinking. Anna then took cotton thread from the sewing kit and tied it to a stick, using her earring as a hook, making a simple fishing rod. She stood quietly in the lake waiting, and soon a fish took the bait. She quickly pulled the line, but the thin cotton thread snapped right away. Helpless, Anna had to go into the jungle to look for other edible food. She soon found a bush full of various wild berries. Anna sorted the berries by color and put them into separate bottles. Back at the shore, she washed the berries clean. The tempting fruit made her mouth water. She picked one kind and tentatively tasted it. Surprisingly, it tasted delicious. Anna then ate handfuls of them, but she didn't know the berries were poisonous. By nightfall, she was vomiting and having diarrhea, until she was completely exhausted. Then she remembered the brown bear lived nearby, so it must know which berries were safe to eat. When she woke up again, she first checked the bear's droppings. Sure enough, she found undigested berries inside. She immediately compared them to the berries she'd picked, carefully checking if the colors matched those in the droppings. She soon found a type that looked almost identical. Anna smiled with relief, but to be safe, she only ate a small amount, then lay down and waited quietly. By sunset, her body showed no abnormal reactions. She finally confirmed the berries were edible. She went back to the bush to gather a large amount. Just then, the sky suddenly poured with heavy rain. Anna had to stop picking and rush back to the shore quickly. But before taking shelter, she laid out all her bottles to collect rainwater, which was much cleaner than lake water. After finishing this, Anna took cover under a tree and waited quietly for the storm to pass. The rain stopped by nightfall, and the bottles were full of rainwater. As Anna was packing them up, she suddenly noticed something in the distance. She quickly headed for higher ground, tying red plastic bags along the way to avoid getting lost on her return. When Anna reached the high point and looked out, she was thrilled to see a light in the distance. Early the next morning, Anna began packing her things. She wanted to head there as soon as possible, because she was pregnant, and eating only berries couldn't meet her nutritional needs. With her things packed, Anna set off with light steps. She walked and played along the way, filled with joy at the thought of returning to the city. As she walked, Anna found a fresh footprint on the ground. This meant someone was nearby. She quickly followed the prints, hoping to meet up with that person. But after walking only a short distance, Anna spotted a red plastic bag right in front of her. Looking around, she saw the bags everywhere, the same ones she'd hung the night before. Anna suddenly realized something and checked the sole of her shoe. She then discovered the footprints on the ground were actually her own. Anna returned to the shore, took a needle from the abandoned sewing kit, and rubbed it against the magnet in her watch band. She poked the needle through an earplug and placed it in a bottle of water, making a simple compass. With direction confirmed, Anna set off to find her way home. But before long, the sky opened up with rain. She could only let the cold rain soak her. After walking for 3 days and nights, Anna was completely exhausted. The heavy backpack had become a burden, so Anna had to abandon items she didn't immediately need, throwing things away as she went. She kept only essentials for survival, including the stacks of cash. After ditching the extra weight, Anna felt much lighter. After several more hours of hiking, She suddenly saw the money she'd thrown away earlier on the ground. A wave of intense fear washed over Anna. She quickly pulled out her compass to check direction, only to find the needle had lost its magnetism. Worse still, she hadn't brought her watch when she left. As she stood there unsure what to do, a strange noise came from behind her. Thinking it was the brown bear, Anna started running immediately. She finally climbed a tree to hide from danger, but a branch suddenly snapped, leaving Anna hanging upside down from the tree. Just then, a cute raccoon crawled out of the grass. Anna laughed in disbelief when she saw it. She then relaxed and lay under the tree, soon falling into a deep sleep. 3 hours later, the sound of an engine woke Anna up. She stood up quickly and looked around. Seeing a plane flying over the trees, Anna chased after it desperately, shouting for help and trying to signal the pilot with a mirror reflection. At that moment, Anna stepped into thin air and fell into a cave. Falling rocks pinned her leg, and she hit her head during the fall. This plunged Anna into deep despair. Just as she was about to give up, she suddenly remembered the baby in her belly. Anna had no choice but to pull herself together. She struggled to pull a scarf from her bag and wrapped her head wound roughly. She then used a stone to hit the boulder pinning her leg, trying to break it apart. After relentless effort, the huge rock actually cracked. She then endured the sharp pain and pulled her legs free. Anna then realized the cave was over 10 meters deep, and with her current condition, she could never climb out. Several attempts ended in failure. Angry, Anna threw a bottle to vent her frustration, but the bottle vanished. She rushed over to check and accidentally discovered a hidden tunnel. She crawled slowly through the passage and escaped the cave successfully. She then used the sun's position to find a general direction and limped onward toward home. Soon, Anna's supplies ran out completely. She drank only rainwater when thirsty and ate a few berries when hungry. Days passed, and Anna grew weaker and weaker, her mind growing numb. She survived only on sheer willpower. After 3 more days, her body reached its limit. Just as she decided to give up, the sound of a car engine suddenly came from the distance. At first, Anna thought she was hallucinating, but as the sound grew clearer, she knew it was real. Desperate, Anna's hope reignited. She limped quickly toward the sound, but fate seemed to be playing a trick on Anna. A fast-moving river blocked her path, cutting off her way forward. In her current state, Anna could never swim to the other side, but she refused to give up her last hope. She found a wooden board and prepared to cross the river anyway, but just as she reached the middle, the rushing current swept her downstream. She clung tightly to the board, fighting to stay balanced and not sink, but Anna was far too weak. Before long, the current tore the board from her grasp. Her last hope was gone. Anna closed her eyes in despair, waiting quietly for death. But then a miracle happened. 2 park rangers found unconscious Anna. They rushed to give her emergency treatment and pulled her back from the brink